This is a well-designed distributor road. There is a curbside protected bike lane and the road has one lane.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be checking out a video titled Why American Roads Are So Dangerous. Okay, see, as a person who actually was fortunate enough to experience the European driver's license system, I think that's probably one of the main reasons why American roads are dangerous. For example, the way how you get your driver's license in Europe is way different from how you would get it in the United States. I think that's probably the #1 reason, in my humble opinion. You guys can share your feedback in the comment section down below, but we're going to be finding out why American roads are so dangerous. And also, if you have any recommendations, click that link in the pinned comment section. And once you click that link, you'll be able to recommend any video that you want me to check out as soon as possible. And without further ado, let's get right into this video.
A horrific crash caught on camera.
In Bellevue, new video showed.
Damn, bro, why they gotta start the video like this though? Shit, like, yo, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, the amount of these that I've seen, well, I've not seen any of them in person, but the amount of these that happen in the United States where somebody just drives through a building, it is a lot.
One person dead, 5 others hurt when 2 cars crashed.
Each day, around 100 people die on American roads.
Word?
This is the road fatality rate among EU member states, and this is where America stands. When comparing the American to the EU average, it's quite a difference. Road crashes have been normalized in our society, and in 2019, road crashes cost American society $340 billion. But just because so many people drive in America doesn't mean there should be so many crashes. A recent article found that even when adjusted for distance driven, the US road fatality rate remains double the average of other wealthy nations. Several reasons were highlighted, like distracted driving and speeding. But the article, like so many others, misses what should have been at the core of discussion years ago: the design of streets. This is your typical American street, a sea of asphalt, and this is an improved version that considers a balance between accessibility, safety, and livability. How should America redesign its streets? In the last decade, total traffic fatalities have risen by 31%, whereas in the EU, they have fallen by 22%. Furthermore, the most basic form of freedom, walking, has never been more dangerous. Pedestrian fatalities have risen a whopping 77% in the last decade.
Wow.
The majority of fatal crashes happen in urban areas, and it's also where you'll find the majority of crashes involving pedestrians and cyclists. The problem is this: American streets are designed as wide and straight stretches of asphalt for miles. These design principles follow those behind highways, which are intended for comfortable, high-speed driving over long distances. However, unlike highways, city streets are full of houses and shops. If a street is a large patch of asphalt, people won't pay as much attention and can and will drive fast despite a speed limit. Whereas if a street has reduced space for cars and has traffic calming measures, drivers will pay more attention and drive slower. So most American streets are designed to allow high-speed driving and don't provide the option to walk or cycle safely, unlike European ones such as those in the Netherlands, which are designed to discourage high-speed driving and provide an option to walk and cycle safely. In 2022, speeding was a contributing factor in 29% of all traffic fatalities. Simply lowering the speed limit or encouraging drivers to share the road isn't going to help, because the road design itself should convey the need for slower speeds. This is why countries like the Netherlands have completely redesigned their road network over the last few decades. This is an intersection from the 1970s in Amsterdam. Back then, most streets were a sea of asphalt, like in the US, but they changed it. This is the same street.
Wait, hold on. So you're trying to tell me that in the United States we're falling back? Damn, you could have never, like, if you ask me a question right now, and, okay, obviously you can see that the picture on the, 1970, it's an older picture, right? But if you ask me, is the picture of today representative of what it would have looked like in 1970? That's what I would have said. I would have been like, yeah, that's definitely how it's been since 1970s. Europe just didn't change. But I'm actually surprised that they made a change like this. Like, they added trees in this, like, what? And the road became smaller. Like, dude, that's wild. That's wild.
Today, they've planted trees, put in a bike lane and a continuous pavement, and created a one-way access street to limit through traffic in the 30-kilometer-per-hour residential area. A sustainable road network strikes a balance between accessibility, safety, and livability. Since the 1990s, the Dutch have adopted the concept of sustainable safety, which implies that roads are designed to prevent serious crashes and reduce the severity of those crashes that occur. Creating a forgiving road design reduces the likelihood of serious injury or death in the event of a crash. One of the most important design principles in sustainable safety is a clear hierarchy of roads. I talked more about Dutch road design in one of my previous videos, so I won't go into too much detail. This is a well-designed distributor road. There is a curbside protected bike lane, and the road has one lane.
Damn! Nah, this is elite. Yo, what the heck? Nah, this shit is elite. Like, I don't know much about roads, but I know something good when I see something good, and this shit is next level. Do you see that lane? That's that right turn right there. You ain't had to go around the... Bruh, that is tight. Like, peep game and lock in what I'm trying to say. Like, you're making the right turn, right? We're talking about the right side of this image. We're making the right turn, and you literally have that, you know, like how in the United States you can turn on the right, on the stoplight, whatever. They give you that right there. So all you got to do is pretty much just make sure that the guy who's already going that direction, there's nobody there. You go ahead, you good to go. Who knows? It probably is a 2-lane road, which would be even better. That is insane. Honestly, like, wow. This is hands down the best aerial view of a really well-designed road, in my humble opinion. Look at the bike lane, dude. The bike lane has nothing to do with the main road. Like, there's grass in between it. I love this, bro. This is beautiful.
In each direction, separated by a median to prevent head-on crashes. And at bigger intersections, roundabouts are often the preferred option. Now, let's do a comparison. Take a look at this typical small American intersection that has been improved recently with a bike lane and a pedestrian crossing. And this is a small, typical Dutch intersection. Notice the difference? Both streets have a bike lane, however, in the American one, cyclists are squeezed in between the roadway and parking. While in the Netherlands, they are physically protected.
Yeah, because let's be real, though, put them together again. Like, no disrespect to the American version of this, like, you know, always will forever love the United States, but I just gotta speak the truth when it's time to speak the truth. The bike lane is just not where I want it to be, honestly. If there's one thing I hate to see is a bike lane on the street where a car can literally just accidentally, like, let's say somebody's prejudiced, they're having a bad day and they just think they're gonna just hurt somebody. That is like the easiest thing, to just accidentally hit somebody's rear tire, they're gone, they're dead, they're hurt, they're injured type shit. So I really hate when a bicycle lane, a cycling lane is beside, you know, the main road. And then you put them in between the parking slot. Dude, if somebody goes like this and accidentally hits them, they're crushed. You know what I mean? So that is terrible. But you look at the version of the Netherlands and you can clearly see the biking lane is all the way over there. And then you got so much trees, you know, that is going to slow the momentum of the, you know, vehicle going over if they actually makes a mistake. So it's 10 times better.
The Dutch intersections are squeezed in between the roadway and parking, while in the Netherlands, they are physically protected. Most importantly though, the Dutch intersection includes traffic islands.
Kiina ja muut autoritääriset vallat ovat hybridivaikuttamisellaan
Traffic islands play a crucial role in enhancing pedestrian safety at intersections and pedestrian crossings. They allow pedestrians and cyclists to cross a street in 2 stages, while also making drivers slow down. Moreover, Dutch streets generally have fewer lanes, making crossing for pedestrians much safer. And it's not the number of lanes that determines the capacity of a road. It's the intersection, which is why the number of lanes is kept to a minimum even on large arterial roads and only increases just before reaching an intersection. Large arterial roads may even have speed bumps. However, speed bumps are typically installed on access roads. Access roads are residential streets that make up traffic-calmed residential areas where bicycles and cars can share the road. But this only works if there are adequate traffic calming measures. Most importantly, access roads should be narrow to achieve lower speeds. Through careful road design, the Dutch systematically reduced the possibility of road crashes and have achieved an impressive 80% reduction in road fatalities over the last 50 years.
80%
Not only has
reduction?
adopting sustainable safety created one of the safest road networks in the world, but it has also led to the creation of some of the world's most livable urban environments. By decreasing the space for cars and encouraging walking and cycling, accidents are reduced with fewer drivers on the road. By having safe streets, children can travel by bicycle on their own and develop a sense of independence rather than solely relying on their parents to drive them around everywhere. While most American cities consist of low-density suburbia where driving is the go-to option, this doesn't mean that it can't create traffic-calm roads and provide the opportunity for safe walking and cycling.
Big
So
facts.
instead of distributor
And
roads,
I'm just gonna be flat out honest with you. The United States has so much space that they can create all these necessary things. You know, it's the truth, right? You got so much roads in the United States where you look at it, it's like so many lanes running across, and they still having traffic pile up. Like, you know, traffic education is something that, you know, it needs to be more spoken about in the United States for real. And you know, these little things need to be implemented, you know, to have a safer society. Ain't nothing wrong with a safer society, right?
being a sea of asphalt, we can narrow the space for cars, create green spaces, bike lanes and pavements, and plant plenty of trees. It's important to note that many more changes can be implemented, and redesigns like this offer a quick insight into how streets should generally look. Nobody wants to live next to a highway. Therefore, instead of planning streets only for cars, it's time to redesign them as streets for everybody to stop people from dying and create more accessible and more livable cities. If you are interested more in urbanism,
this was a solid video, man. It was a solid video. I actually really didn't think about it the way how this video explained it, but you know, this video gave me a visual example of how the United States can actually easily better the roads, and logically, once you look at it, you can see how easily you can become safer. You know, with adding what do you call it, like a you know, a line of trees. I don't know how to explain it the way how he did it, but you know what I mean, where you got the road, you got the, you know, little green section right here, and then you got the sidewalk over there, or the pedestrian you know, walk, and also the cycle lane, you know, things like that. Basic things like that can easily make things a lot safer. So yeah, the United States could definitely copy the Netherlands when it comes to these small details, because I think it would make the road a lot more safe for kids and for families. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any recommendations, leave those in the comment section, or preferably click that link provided in the comment section, and you'll be able to recommend whatever videos you want me to check out as soon as possible. And yeah, until the next time, peace.